The Asian community in Eugene is waiting to see if a federal judge will release a man on bail who's facing conspiracy and burglary charges. Last week, a judge ruled that 27-year-old Derinson Martinez Grandas can be released, but immediately put a stay on that decision while the government appeals. On Tuesday, a different judge almost reversed that decision, but went on to extend the hearing to Wednesday, December 3rd, the day of Grandas's arraignment, before making a final ruling. Prosecutors accused Grandas of being part of a 7-person burglary crew that targeted Asian business owners in several states, staying in Airbnbs and hitting Asian households while the victims were at work. Federal documents also describe multiple vehicles, encrypted WhatsApp chat groups, Wi-Fi jammers, and surveillance tactics stalking their victims. Authorities say this crew is tied to at least 30 burglaries in Washington, Salem, and Eugene. More than $60,000 in cash and valuables was stolen.
You know, there are other Asian Americans who have worried, maybe I need to get, training in some sort of home defense. There are people who, even at our safety forum, were afraid to come because they were afraid they'd be identified as Asian and targeted and burglarized. They're afraid to go to community events. It's really awful. And I don't know if someone can appreciate without hearing from the community just how widespread that impact has been.
Now, the defense argued that Grandas does not pose a serious flight risk, pointing to the fact that he has no other criminal history, and he stayed when the other suspects fled Oregon after their initial release, hoping to get his car and phone from Eugene police detectives, which was then used as evidence. Authorities say he also has a girlfriend in Los Angeles, California, pregnant with his child, and he's been constantly checking in with ICE. He's originally from Colombia, but claimed asylum. If bail is granted, he'll be released under electronic monitoring and supervised in L.A., but he could also be taken back into ICE custody.
And one of the other 7 men arrested for burglaries targeting Asian Americans is now on his way back to Oregon. That's because federal authorities say Stephen Alexander Quiroga Solano posted bail, fled to California, then New York, and was captured illegally crossing into Canada. Through an interpreter in federal court this morning, he agreed to return to Oregon, where the U.S. attorney is asking the court to keep him behind bars while the case is pending. Federal court records describe how he took a bus from Los Angeles to northern New York and then paid a coyote $1,000 to smuggle him into Canada. Canadian Royal Mounties discovered him and handed him back over to the U.S. The suspect did not say he was fleeing from the pending state and federal charges. Instead, he claimed to have a girlfriend and baby in Canada.